dance track. What's up, guys? All right, I have to fly the Meridian. It's been too long. Has to be Meridian time. I think it might be a little too slow, but the runway we're landing at on the first leg is like 2,000 feet long. So I'm not upset about the Meridian. Yeah, TBM should be good. The CJ4 probably won't work. Or the Lear for this leg. Let me bring up the airport info here. What's up, Ian? Hey, Brian, Chase. Yeah, the Learjet for this leg seems like not a no-go. So if we look at there aren't any, there's one approach available, I guess, an RNAV for 2.7. Wait, where's the chart? Wait a minute. One approach available. Guess we do PATA. Where's the chart? There's no chart for it. All right. Well, all we know is there's an RNAV approach. We don't know what type of approach it is. Runway 27's uphill. Yeah, we have like no information about the arrival airport at all. There are no charts for it. Jack's just messing with us with this choice. Well, here we got runways 19. Yeah, we got a 4,000 and 5,000 foot runway. This is where we landed, what was it, 2 days ago? I love it. Excellent. All right, let me get New Sky going. I had this prepped already. If you guys are returning on the tour in New Sky, all you have to do is click on the trophy on the left, the main menu trophy. If you've done at least the first leg, it'll show up in your list now. So you can just open the trophy menu here. You don't have to dive into the airport info. And then just click around the world in 80 days. And then just scroll down, find your next leg, and hit the fly button. Hit the book flight button. Oops. And it'll put in your airports automatically. M500 Carl Hungus. 5 passengers. All right, why not? And 150 for the departure time. Sure. Generate flight plan. Yeah, private airport, yep. Yeah, it's interesting there's an RNAV procedure somehow recognized. All right, let me get this thing loaded up. Actually, I should use the weight and balance inside. I already checked that my plane is good here. What is it, control? It's control 4? Yeah, there we go. G1000 has SimBrief. Yes. If you install the plugin. Oh yeah, G1000 has SimBrief. Is it by default, right? No, I don't think it's by default. I think you need the plugin. Pretty sure. Pretty sure you need the Navigraph plugin. I think somebody told me it was by default at one point, then I tried it and it wasn't. This is leg 3. Yeah, you have the plugin. If you had, Rock says if you started it somewhere else in the list, you have to sequence from there. Wait, aren't you way ahead of us? We only did 2 of them so far. A lot of the upcoming airports, the further north you go, yeah. It's good that we can fly different plane types. You know, like the Meridian, I don't know, we'll see how I can stop. I love this plane, but I don't think I'm super great at flying it. All right, departure METAR, and we have no arrival METAR. Wait, this says, oh, wait, hold on. 3,600 feet. I thought it was 2,000 something feet. And there's not going to be anything in here. And we're not really going to need these either. Like, we have our airport chart. I want to make sure Volanta has the right... Volanta's so weird with its, like, detection. Oh, there we go. Edit route. Making sure I get the latest chart. So it has me just going Toxel, Curvo, and then to the destination. Sakatian Bay? Sakatian Bay? I have no idea. Sakatian? I don't know how to say this. And if I bring up the sim brief, let's see, we got... I don't think this is the latest one. Okay. And I wish I remembered the wind and like all my settings over here to do this every time. Yeah, so we have easterly winds and... runway 27. So we might have a nice headwind when we land. Okay, the winds don't look like they're going to change much. You're about to start leg 5, but there's no CYVP. What? If you fly a route as a free flight that is on the tour, it marks it under the tour as completed. Yes, yes. Yeah, that's why, yeah, I can show it again, but when you go, you have to book it through, yeah, you have to book it. I should just start mine real quick. But once you start it, yeah, once you start it, you can go into your awards and then just click on around the world's in 80 flights and then scroll down and then there'll be just a little button you can click to book the next one. What's up, Squatch? How's it going, dude? All right, so the charts are not super useful, but I don't expect, I also don't expect Beyond ATC to be super helpful on this, but I'll have it anyway just for some noise in the background. More noise than just the music. This incredible soundtrack we have going. All right, need to get this loaded up too, so let me go over here and check our OFP. So the other day I was using this and I messed up and had too much weight because I think there was a difference between the maximum landing weight or the zero fuel weight. Like some of these numbers didn't match up with what is allowed in the sim itself. So as long as you make sure you set the zero fuel weight, you're good. You just set the zero fuel weight, then does it check landing weight? I think it only matters about your zero fuel weight. So as long as that's good, then it should be fine as far as New Sky is concerned. So my zero fuel weight needs to be 4850. So I'm at 4241. All right, load instant. So total weight, 0 fuel, 4852. It says estimated 0 fuel. Oh, that's my maximum is 4850, sorry. 4133 is what I need. Okay, I was like, man, I really have to load this thing up. 4133, and according to this, we take 5 passengers. So, okay, all 6 seats and 4133 for the weight. Is that even possible? $41. And we got some cargo too. All right, 4133. I guess I would put the one. Let's see. I'll just leave it like that. That's fine. All right, 4133 exactly. And then our block fuel is 1,009 pounds. So I'll just bring this up to 5143 around there. 5143. Okay, well, I guess, see, these are where the discrepancies come in. Like, SimBrief is making me take more than I can. Wait, hold on. If the 0 fuel weight is 4133, and the block fuel is 1,009, how much do they expect us to burn on taxi? 50 pounds of fuel during taxi. Wait, do these numbers work out? So 4133. Calculator, please. 4133 for 0 fuel weight estimate. 1,009 for the block fuel. So that gives us 5142, which is already overweight. Right, so then it's expecting us to burn 50 pounds down to 5092 for taxi. So, yeah, I guess. Okay. I just need to make sure I burn enough fuel. Because we're going to be overweight if we don't. So I guess I'll start it up and not use the GPU. How do I get the iPad? I just happen to fly planes that have iPads in them. It matters what you fly. A lot of the higher end planes will have them. So if you buy something from like Black Square, or you buy a high end airliner, yeah, a lot of payware planes, even like the Just Flight Tomahawk, even though it's a little tiny trainer plane, it has a little tablet as well. Yeah, the more premium planes, a lot of them have tablets. This one does, not just for Navigraph, but because this plane has wear and tear. It has wear and tear, failures, bird strikes. Like you can blow up the engine, the alternator, the generator. Like your tires lose pressure over time. It's pretty awesome. So that's one of the reasons I think this plane's really cool. And it's a single engine turboprop, which is just straightforward to fly. You know, you just have throttle. That's it. You introduce fuel, get it started, then you just have one throttle and you're just good to go. And you can see your dog. So, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. What's up, Captain R? You're doing good, just carrying the company you work for like this plane is carrying the cargo. Nice. Making the man rich. All right, I guess I'm just gonna do what it says and hope I burn off 50 pounds of fuel with taxi and just here start it up, getting clearance and stuff. 1009 for the fuel. So that means we need 504 in each side. 505 in each side. Okay, loaded instant. Done with that. We can just chill on the flight plan page, I guess. Hey, we have our OFP here too. Whoa, that moves fast. All right, and there's our route. GFL, it expects runway 1. And if we look at the departure weather, yeah, about 8 knots, 360, so it'll be right around 1. 5,000 foot runway. On a 358 heading. All right. All right, let's get this thing started up finally. All right, battery on. All right, fuel pump to manual, ignition to manual, and push start. And all we have to do is wait for, what's it, 12 on the NGs. Just flip this fuel switch. Oh, fuel condition switch to run. There we go. Yeah, you have to have a dog or a cat as your co-pilot, or a skeleton, or an influencer, or two-tone Murphy or somebody, whatever. There's lots of avatars. All the Got Friends avatars. I guess I should take a look at the circuit breakers since we can actually pop them. Yeah, looks good. And there's some here too. All right, let's get avionics, generator, alternator, fuel pumps to auto, ignition off. Oops, forgot the nav light. I probably just got dinged. Whoops. Crap. All right, let's get the flight plan imported. Actually, in this plane, it does it automatically when you import your sim brief. If you don't, though, if you don't have that, you can just rotate this inner knob to flight plan catalog, and that connects to SimBrief. All right, so we're just going direct, Toxel, Curvo, and then the destination. I wonder if it has any info in here. Oh, that's Glen Falls. I was going to say, wait a minute, how do we get a chart in here? Oh, that's weird. I didn't click that airport. This one. It's probably just not going to be able to pull up any info. All right, let's type in 13 me. Yeah, so we have just 9 and 27. Okay, it's a 30. Did I say a 2,000 foot runway? I was wrong. I don't know where I got that. 3,600 foot runway. But that's still not going to be great for a, or even possible for like a Learjet, as far as I know. I don't know the specs on the Learjet. All right, we got some nice terrain around us here, so looks like if we need to, we'll turn to the left. All right, let's see how Beyond ATC does. I'm not sure how well it'll do with these little tiny airports, but at least we'll get a little information while we fly. All right, there's a center and a Unicom. You landed the longitude there? What?
Colt 323, request IFR clearance to Socatian Bay Airport.
Socatian.
Colt 323, Boston Center, cleared to Socatian Bay Airport. Radar vectors Toxol, then as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect flight level 250, 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me, squawk 5416.
All right, 4,000.
Cleared to Socatian Bay Airport. Radar vectors Toxol, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 250, 10 minutes after departure. Departure with you. Squawk 5416, Colt 323.
Colt 323, read that correct. Start or taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 1.
Start or taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 1, Colt 323.
All right, rudder trim at 3. All right, report holding short runway 1. All right, we'll get our pitot heat on once we get closer, and we're just going to take off to 125 for our initial climb, then 140 after that. So we'll do flight level change, heading mode, and runway 1012 heading. right, 012 is set. And altimeter is 3009 right now. I just hit B to set it automatically. How fast is the plane? I think it's like, we cruise at like 250, 260, something like that. Under 300. It's not as fast as the TBMs. But it has a tray back here where we can serve delicious meals back here, so. And the best time to serve them is right before we take off, so I'll just get the snacks out for now. We'll leave the coffee for once we're in flight. There we go. It's delicious. I wish this thing would fly off the table like the pillows fly off the seats. Alright, I need to get the ECS turned on here, bleed air in, and then over here get the AC going. Alright, sweet. Let's go over to runway 1 and tell them we're ready to depart. So it's behind us, Delta, cross 30, Echo. Alright, parking brake is off. Taxi light is on. Prop heat, we'll wait until we get over there. Alright, this thing loves rolling on its own too. So I guess really you need like the beta mode to go back to feather the prop so you don't roll as fast. This nose wheel is super responsive. Alright, left for Delta, and then cross 30, right for Echo. So let me get strobe on. Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't ding me for no strobe light. Yeah, strobe for crossing runways and after takeoff. If we don't porpoise, are we really simming? We are, but we're getting a lower score for the virtual airline. That's the risk. I mean, you'll look cool, but then you'll feel bad about it. Messing up the beacon, or does the 930 not have one? Oh my god, it's been so long since I've been in the 930. I'm sure somebody knows the answer. It's been so long. But it's got to be up in the overhead, right? I think like on the top left, like above your head is where it is. Back, thanks for joining the Couch Captains, dude. Welcome. Enjoy your half-broken stool. You are required to use a stool in real life and show everybody that you're not sitting on a gaming chair or anything, by the way. Pulse, nav, and strobe. Yeah, you probably just need to use the nav lights then. Hopefully New Sky doesn't ding you for no strobe. Like we had that problem in the Vision Jet, and Josh reported it and they fixed it. Okay, let's tell them we're holding short, ready for release.
323 short of 1, holding for release.
Colt 323, released for departure, clearance void if not off by 1310 Zulu, if not off by 1310 Zulu, contact no later than 1320 Zulu, time now 1248 Zulu, frequency change approved.
Released for departure, Colt 323.
Alright, pitot heat is on, stall heat's on, but it's basically in standby. Fuel pumps to manual. We got flaps in takeoff position. No cast messages look scary. What's this advisory? Nothing. Alright, we're good. Parking brake off. Alright, rotation in this is 85. And if you've never flown this and you're flying it now, Make sure you don't overspeed, over torque it. If you get it in the red, that's how you damage the engine. These rudder pedals are like way too sensitive for this plane. All right, our trim is right in the middle. All right, we're ready to go. Is it just standard multiplayer? Yes. Yeah, we're on USA West. The New Sky has its own multiplayer injection, but when we tried it, it didn't do model matching. Even with FSLTL rules set up, it just didn't seem to work well. I also like seeing everyone's name so I know who everyone is without like having to go check the map, so yeah. And anybody that's not in the VA, like we want them to be able to fly along too, so. All right, hopefully I'm not missing anything. Parking brake is off, and I need to keep an eye on the torque here and not go into the red and bring it up to like 1250 or so. All right, 60 knots, 70 knots. All right, positive rate, gear up. This thing really wants a lot of pitch. All right, let's contact them, let them know we're up.
Boston Center, Colt 323, 1200.
Colt 323, Boston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Nice.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Colt 323.
All right, let's get the flaps up. And, oh, I didn't set the climb speed. Brilliant. Let's do it up to 140 now. I hit FLC, but I didn't set the target speed. I gotta do two things. Let me change my zoom level here is insane in this thing. I'll bring it back so we can see more. And then my sound is pretty quiet. All right, so they just said climb to 25,000. We're like on a heading, so I'm just gonna verify the next fix.
Colt 323, please
and
verify.
Hopefully they'll tell us direct to
Colt
Toxel.
323, I show you going direct Toxel, then to Curvo.
All right, Toxel.
Affirmative, direct to Toxel, then to Curvo, Colt
And nav mode.
323.
Keep an eye out for the upcoming flights. Yeah, oh, you're more than welcome anytime. If I mean, we're gonna fly a couple legs here today, probably just two. Never know. Sometimes they go a little overtime, and you can always catch up too if you wanna try to do the World Tour Challenge that's in here on the VA side. You can just start, like we're only on leg 3 today, so you can definitely catch up. So we just did the first 2 here in the list. You can pretty much fly any plane that's smaller than an airliner. Managing your own throttle like a plebe. A pleb. I think pleb sounds funny. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced plebeian, but I think pleb sounds way funnier. I turn on ultra settings today because we're not flying airliners and we're not flying an absolutely massive airport. So if you guys haven't done it already, you can crank your settings for these kind of flights. I know that in Flight Sim 2024, they said that they're going to be doing controller settings per plane. So say you have a different configuration where, you know, your different levers and buttons do different things for different planes, or you disable certain ones for certain planes. That's great, but how about different graphic settings mattering what plane you're in? Like, we need like dynamic stuff built into the sim would be awesome, where when you're in the middle of nowhere, it raises all the graphics. Kind of like just do what dynamic LOD and auto FPS do. That'd be super cool. Yeah, so used to auto throttle. Yeah, me too. Speaking of which, I haven't been adding throttle since the takeoff, so we're not climbing as fast as we could be. There we go. And I also need to keep an eye on our rudder trim. We do a 3-degree right rudder trim for takeoff. There's like a little green notch there. So I just need to keep an eye on my slip skid indicator right there. And usually it's fine until we get up into cruise, but once we're in cruise, I need to mostly release the rudder trim. Different sound, camera, graphic profiles. Yeah, that would be nice too. I also wish that they made it so, well, maybe it is this way, but I would love for the settings to not pause the sim. Like when I hit escape to go change my sound settings, I wish it was just in like a little compact menu or something on the sidebar where you could change tons of settings without pausing. Or there's like another button to do a full pause in settings, because I'm just always in there messing with like sound levels and, you know, forgetting to, you know, changing graphic settings, all that kind of stuff. It'd be really nice to do that on the fly. It's kind of a lame request, but the critique, that's what I do. If it sucks, I say it sucks. If it's good, I say it's good. That's it. It's that simple. All right, we're at 7,800. Whoops, I left my fuel pumps. These can be on auto now. Fuel pump and ignition. Ignition on auto, just I think it turns it, or we leave it on for takeoff just in case of like an engine failure or something, but same with the fuel pump in case the primary fuel pump fails. But once we're up, we're supposed to turn those to auto. Did I forget anything else? Flaps are up. Our thrust is good. And our lights are good. We just keep pitot heat on the whole time, and it does automatically. The stall heat will come on past a certain altitude. I forget what altitude it is. I think it's higher than 10,000. It might be like near the transition altitude. I don't know, in a small plane like this, we'd probably just leave our landing lights on anyway. Where are my landing lights? I don't even see them. Is it because I'm too close to myself? Where are the landing lights? I see the strobes blinking. See the green nav light here. Red nav light there.
Contact Boston Center 135.7. See you.
Where are my landing lights?
Contact Boston Center 135.7. Cold 323.
No landing lights. Oh, on the gear?
Boston Center, Cold 323.
I don't know.
300.
Cold 323, Boston Center, roger.
That would be kind of weird, right? Well, I mean, it would make it. Yeah, that's kind of weird considering you need them like under 10,000 feet at least. So I'm not gonna have my gear down. It might just be something with. I'm using a third-party like lights thing, like realistic lights. You can see how they're like blurry in the distance. Maybe there's just something with this plane where we don't see them when I'm looking at myself. Let me turn on my pulse. Okay, so pulse works for the taxi light. If I go to taxi light, we have the one light on over here. Oh, this one's on too. The taxi lights almost look like the landing lights. That's probably a static port. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe they are on the gear. I have no idea. All right, well, we can't see him, so I guess we'll turn him off. What's up, Jake? All right, outside air temperature is 2 degrees, so passing through this, I should probably use my prop heat for going through this. On the nose gear, doesn't that make no sense though? Because your landing lights should be on like under 10,000 feet. I'm not gonna have my gear down at 10,000 feet or 9,900 feet, but I want my landing lights on. Maybe in this plane you just use your taxi lights for that? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever, as much as I've flown this, I don't know if I've ever looked. Like the lights work, but I've never tried to look at them. It could just be a bug with a light mod I'm using. Let me see if somebody has a checklist. On this iPad app, no checklist found. Bach, thanks again for joining, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome to ZomboCom. It's gonna take me forever to get up to 25,000 feet. The checklist actually has, yeah, cruise climb. Yeah, 140 until 20,000 feet. Yeah, I guess we go to 125. Above 20,000 feet. Yeah, because we're only doing 1250 right now. I forgot the checklists were actually in here. I mean that they're like thorough. All the TBMs you're putting around. Oh, putting along in a DA62. Yeah, the DA62 is pretty slow. Definitely snack time. Oh no, the snacks are gone. Wait, what happened? Passengers are gonna be angry. So let's fix those pillows. 79 degrees Fahrenheit, that's kind of hot. There we go. DA62. Yeah, the only thing that sucks about it is the visibility. It's the same as the DA50 is the same way. Even though I love the plane, man, I just hate the visibility in it. No snacks, feels bad. We spent the entire Couch Captains budget for this flight on this cup of coffee here, so sorry guys. Sorry to your other passengers. I mean, this looks pretty comfy back here. All right, so we're going New York to Maine. We went Chicago to New York to New York, and now New York to Maine. All right, we're coming up on 18,000. Let's go ahead and get standard in. Standard barrow. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a pre-selector. It kind of sucks. I'll just bring it to 2992. I guess. Then we'll hit standard. All right, 18,000 feet. Everything's in the green. Gonna add even more power. Just gotta keep adding more and more as we get higher and higher. We're still going 1,000 feet per minute. It said over 20,000 to climb at 125. That seems like a lot. As long as I'm doing 1,000 feet per minute, I'm fine. So I'm just gonna I'll lower the indicated speed a little bit if it goes too low, but what's up, Shaq? Oh, box says page 5 to 7 says only visible with a gear out. That's so weird. Well, I got it off. So to remain visible, like, do we use pulse then? It says taxi recognition, or yeah, recognition light. It's like maybe I should have taxi or pulse on all the time during the flight. It's so strange. All right, here comes 20,000 feet. I'll just lower the lower the indicated airspeed just a little bit to raise the nose. Let's try 135. 125 would be such a pitch up attitude. It makes me uncomfortable. All right, we're still only like 6 degrees pitch up. Yeah, 39 knot crosswind right now. A little bit of a tailwind. What's up, Ryan? FSR500 today. It's like a Piper Meridian. FSR500. In terms of like features, this is my favorite plane. I don't even think it's like the funnest, like the best plane to fly, like the handling or any of that. I just think that it's just a fun, super well made plane with lots of features. Like all the wear and tear and stuff. I love it. Oh, Versa, it's your first flight? In the M500? Yes, I see you. Yes. Solid so far. Yeah, this is my favorite GA plane. I do really love, I think like between the Tomahawk and like this one's probably I think this is my favorite. And if I want something slower, I also love the depth of the Tomahawk. I mean, the Comanche, I guess you can't really beat the Comanche. Just everybody knows about it. It's the FSR500, FSReborn M500. This is made by one developer. Like he's like just so nice too, and just posting like updates all the time in advance. Like if you want a nice single engine turboprop, this doesn't go as fast as the TBMs. It goes like a good 30-ish, like probably 30 knots slower than like the 850 and the 930. But if you're a fan of glass cockpits, single engine turbine, single engine turboprop, this is, in my opinion, the best plane you can get. If you like something more analog though, and you want like a 530, a 430, or no GPS in it, then get the Black Square TBM 850. That's going to be your thing. But this is like the Comanche of turboprops. With all the like, this tablet is insane. And also this developer, FSReborn, the developer's name's Raul. He's dropped in the chat here and there. He also made a Sting S4, which is like a little trainer. And the Sting has the same EFB, the same tablet in it, with wear and tear and all that. And it also has a working parachute, kind of like you expect in a Cirrus, but in this Sting. It's called a sling. He called it a sling S4. But yeah, I'm a big fan. He does awesome work. One of your favorites too, Salty? Nice. Yeah, I'm a fan. Some people just really don't want to fly with a glass cockpit, and I get it. So like, if you don't want the glass cockpit, then TBM 850 for sure. All right, 23,000 feet. I guess I should program in the... Apparently there's an approach here for 2.7. Okay, LNAV plus V. And when I looked, it was PATA. So what's cool with the G1000 is as you scroll through the waypoints, unfortunately, the sidebar covers the map. Like the map is extending from here over underneath this sidebar. Ideally, the map is like resized and pushed over here so you can see everything. But you can kind of get an idea of where the initial approach fix is by looking at the solid white line. So it's going over this direction now. This one's up here to the north. And then vectors, of course, it's going to erase it. And it's going to show us just the approach to the runway, which is over here. So anyway, the one to the north looks good. This one's to the southeast. You can see the line. And this one is even further south. And then this one is right here. So we're coming from the west. So we're going to use the one that's up above, so we can come up here and turn around for the runway. So we'll do PATA. And I don't know what the minimums are. So generally, this is an LNAV plus V. Like LNAVs give you like near like 1,000 above the airport elevation. Sometimes like 700-800 feet AGL. I think I've seen in the past. So to be super safe, we could choose like 1,000 for our minimums. 1,000 AGL. Looks like, let's see, the airport elevation is 1196, so we could do 2,200 to be really safe, or maybe 2,000 is reasonable. Baro minimums. So I'll just put in 2,000 and hope that that's enough. And we have no METAR information over here either, so this will just get us down close enough to hopefully see the runway. I'll just put in 2,000. That'll give us about 800 AGL. And I'll go ahead and just load this in. And then when you put this in, the approach is appended to the end. I think it used to automatically remove your arrival airport from your en route waypoints. But I think technically this is right because we don't want it to turn to the initial approach fix until we're cleared for it. Or they'll probably end up vectoring us with Beyond ATC, but the leg we should be on is between Curvo and the destination airport. So if I remove the destination airport here, then we're going to get, it's going to have us going directly to PATA. But I think technically that's why it does that, but I am going to remove it anyway, so then I get a more, because I just want to fly the approach. Because I don't know what the weather's going to be, and I know Beyond ATC is just going to vector me, so I'm going to remove it just so we get a more accurate top of descent. Assuming I'm just going to maybe not listen to ATC and just do what I want anyway. Alright, so this looks good. We're going to Toxel, Curvo, and then looping around, just making a long right turn for the runway. And then down here there's a missed approach point called Wrapped. Alright, we're at our cruise altitude. Let's check our cruise checklist. Cruise power set per power tables. I don't have the power tables. Fuel temperature, outside air temperature monitor. And I'm just going to look that everything's in the green. There's fuel temperature right there. Outside air temperature, negative 23. So if we fly through anything coming up here, we're going to turn on our prop heat. This thing has anti-ice up here. We got prop heat, stall vane and pitot heat, surface de-icing for our wings if we need it. Then we got an ice light. Then we got defog and anti-ice for the windshield. And then I think we also have cabin heat down here. We have like a defroster down here. I think there's one on the left side. Oh no, that's just a parking brake. Yeah, just over here. Defroster if we need that too. All right, what's the temperature in the cabin? 69 degrees Fahrenheit, nice. Let's turn it up a notch. All right, cabin climate control is required. That's just done. Weather radar, not using it. I guess we can use the weather radar. So it would be on this screen. You just need to turn from the map to the weather radar. And then, what is it, menu to turn? Oh, it's just down here, sorry, mode. Mode, standby, weather. Then we can change the range. So if we're doing the weather radar over there, maybe I'll put the map over here, little inset map. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get used to the HSI map. In flying the airliners so much, like I didn't really want to use a heading up, track up map. I always want north up every time, but now I'm kind of getting used to the track up maps. Oh yeah, Brian says you're going to want to hand fly it in. Don't be afraid to trim some treetops. Excellent. It's going to be great. Cruise power, I'm not even really sure what to set. Let me check the... kind of want to just check what our expected fuel flow... Did we get that in SimBrief, our expected fuel flow? We have our expected airspeed, at least in the LFP, so I can go here and check that. Top of climb, flight level, and wind. And under this one, true airspeed and ground speed. So it's expecting us to be crossing Toxel at 266 true airspeed. We're at 252 right now, so I can give it a little more power. And I forgot the rudder trim, so you can see the slip skid indicators all the way to the left. So we can just use the rudder trim down here to... Oh, whoops. We need to move it towards it, like step on the ball, until we get that centered. Yeah, looks pretty good. Turbulence? Did we get some turbulence? Maybe a little bit, yeah. You'll get the visual approach. Beyond ATC will vector you to the initial approach fix. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't really expect Beyond ATC to do too much with these little teeny tiny airports, but it's just nice to have something going on in the background. If you guys were watching last night, I did the test with... I was using that Cabby app because I got served up a British AvGeek video, and he was using it. It was like, I don't know how many months ago he tried it. So I tried it yesterday, and it's pretty fun, but I had trained it to do my voice, and my buddy Turk, who flies along with us sometimes, he's not around tonight, but until super late. But anyway, he sent me an audio recording, and I trained it on his voice and for the cabin crew AI voice, and it sounds hilarious. I mean, I'm not making fun of his voice, but it's hilarious to hear him as the cabin crew. What's up, Parker? Back on some GA flights? Yeah, I think this is, I did like 2 straight months of airliner flights, which I still want to keep doing, but at least for now, I'm pretty much going to be alternating between the two. And people were talking about the World Tour challenge that friend of the channel, friend of the Discord, Jack, fellow couch captain Jack made in the VA with 80 flights in here. So we have this whole route. So yeah, why not? So we're just doing leg 3, 219 miles. Oh yeah, I should check my top of descent, by the way, right? That would be a good idea. Let me just get the weather radar off. Nothing significant was shown on the map anyway for weather. All right, mode, standby. Off. All right, top of descent, 17 minutes. And since we don't have any charts for this actual approach, we're just gonna have to go off of what our flight plan says. So it looks like the FAF Zunin is 3,800 feet. So we're just chilling, waiting for our top of descent. You might have to reinstall Flight Sim. Oh, you were waiting for 2024. Yeah, I mean, we still got a good, like, how many days left? It's like 80 something. Let me look. Days until November 19th. 83 days. So we got some time. It's an okay wing view. Can't really sit too high in this thing, I guess. Like, when we do sit in the window, like, that's pretty much the wing view. Can't, let me just go back here. Oh yeah, we just crossed into Canada, didn't we? Looks like there's no checklist for this in this app that I use, but then again, there aren't too many checklists in here. Seems like it's mostly for airliners, this Sim FlyPad app. Yeah, let's see the map. Are we in Canada? I can't even tell. Oh, almost right up here, right? Or at least I don't know. I can't see borders of like countries. Well, this is still a kilo. This is still a K airport, so not quite yet for me. When we get to Toxel, yeah, we're dipping into Canada and then back out. Sherbrooke. And we have no weather information, so I guess it'd be a good idea to see. Oh, there's no airport chart either, right? How are we going to get the weather information? I guess we can look in our database again and see if there's anything in here. The waypoint info. I don't think there was, though. So if I roll this over to waypoint, weather, no METAR, no weather info. And if we go to info, there's 0 frequencies. So yeah, we have like nothing. Big screens, big green signs in the air. Navigraph has a METAR. It must be like a nearby airport or something, right? Let me put it in 13 Mike Echo. Oh yeah, it does have a METAR. Oh yeah, the station is 50 miles away from the airport. Yeah, 50 miles away, but yeah, it's giving us... I wish it just said... Oh, it's right here. 1 knot... Wait, 7... Oh, it's showing it in... Wait. Am I supposed to pick the runway? Oh no, it is showing 27. Okay, it's showing us... Wait, we're gonna have a tailwind? Is that what it's saying? Or is that... No, sorry, that's a crosswind. Okay, this is so confusing, like right next to the compass, right? Anyway, 1 knot headwind, 7 knot crosswind, I guess. At 6-ish knots. Why doesn't it just show the numbers? I wish it had the, like, it might... Oh, it's right here. 0. Oh my god. 7 knots. 340 at 7. Okay. 340 at 7. I'm like staring at this because it's the biggest thing. 340 at 7. And no clouds. 3009. That's good to know. Alright, so for our descent, we'll use 3009 for the altimeter. Maybe ATC will give one. Oh, Captain, you're becoming a co-pilot for Lufthansa? Lufthansa Virtual? Or are you talking about real world? A350-900? I never know if somebody's talking about the real world or if they're talking about a virtual airline. But I guess if you're becoming a co-pilot, I'm guessing it's probably for real. It's probably a real world thing. Because somebody doing that for a virtual airline sounds... I mean, it's doable with, say, your controls. If you fly for Lufthansa VA, yeah, banned. Exactly. You picked the wrong VA, sorry. We can't support that. I mean, you must be talking about real life. I think he bounced from the stream already, though. So I had the approach chosen, but it's so weird. How does it know this info, but there's no chart? It's so interesting that it just knows this information. All right, and we can see the sector altitude 5,900, so. Or the MEF, I guess that is, not the sector altitude. MEF, maximum elevation figure. What's up, Tucson? How's it going, dude? Last time you joined, you got the 777 and the 737-9. Yeah, the 9 is super long. We have an A321 now, which is the equivalent, I think, on the Airbus side. I gotta book a real world flight soon, and I think I'll probably end up on an A321. Probably should have booked that flight today. End of September, I'll be gone for like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, the 900. I don't even have the 900. I have the 6, 7, and 800, but no 900. Look at this crab.
Cold Tree 23, contact Montreal Center 128.225.
ATC is back.
Contact Montreal Center 128.225. Cold 323.
Oh, don't want to docks. Do I think they do the A321? Yeah, I mean, the schedule I looked at, there's like a couple A321s. It just matters what day, what time I pick. Some of them are 737, some of them are A321s. Too long for most people. High risk of tail strikes. Yeah, I haven't tried the 900 at all, but the 321, when I've flown that a couple times in the sim, I'm just like, yeah, as slow as I can on the rotation. West Coast is crazy, not that many 321s going up and down the East Coast. Huh. Yeah, I mein, since I haven't like flown the air, I haven't flown for a while really. I think it's been a few years since I've flown anywhere. So my interest in what plane I'm in has grown a lot more the last like even few months, just flying the airliners in the sim. All right, top of descent 7 minutes. With a 900, you can get the ER version. Seattle to Miami, whoa. Yeah, that does seem like a really long 737 flight. All right, we're direct Curvo now. All right, 38 miles till Curvo, and our top of descent's right before Curvo. 7 minutes TOD. Alternate METAR. Boston METAR. I wonder which METAR that site is using. Let me see if I can look it up. Or actually, we should just look it up over here, right? And we have KMLT to the east. That might be the one that's 40 miles away. So can I put in, I can put in KMLT here. Yeah, 340 at 7. I think that's what we were getting on the winds on the METAR site. Yep, that is the one. 340 at 7 right here. Temperature 1.5. Yeah, it says 1.6 here. Yeah, this looks like our nearest METAR. That's how we would get the weather. KGFL's in New York. What's it? Grand Falls? Glens Falls, New York. Yeah, down here.
RNAV runway 27.
Alright, RNAV 27. We will accept.
Expect radar vectors, RNAV runway 27, Colt 323.
That's my voice. I upgraded to an English accent. Alright, hello and goodbye to Canada. Oh, we're dipping back into Canada. I think. Just like right along their airspace. In and out. IFR for the win. What's up, Jim? Eric, thanks for the sub, dude. All right, top of descent, 4 minutes. All right, let's just tell them we're ready now.
Colt 323, ready for descent.
Colt 323, turn right, heading 080, descend and maintain flight level 230, Socotian Bay Airport landing, runway 27.
230.
Turn right, heading 080, descend and maintain flight level 230, Socotian Bay Airport landing, runway 27, Colt 323.
Colt 323, turn right, heading 080, vectors for the approach, expect further clearance in about 5
I'm just going to use vertical
miles.
speed mode because we're starting our
Turn
descent
right,
early.
heading 080, Colt 323.
All right, our ground speed's 311, so 1,500 feet per minute for 3 degrees. How's the airline doing? Oh, we're doing well. We're doing pretty well. We took the #1 spot. This one doesn't count because it's the New Sky one that everybody uses. I don't think that we could catch them. We would need, if we had like, how many more pilots would we need? Say we got to 100 active pilots, we could probably beat them. I don't know. We don't know if it's pinned or not. Oh, it's just the... Yes, yes, yes. I'm pulling it down. I'm pulling it down. I think we get a gear warning under 300 on the torque. Let's see.
Check gear.
Yeah, we can go as low as 300. For you guys flying the Meridian, you can go down to 300 on the torque until you get anything under 300. You'll get the check gear warning. So if you're trying to maximize your descent, that's your minimum, at least to avoid the warning. All right, we're going 170 knots though. 1,500 feet per minute. And they just want us to stop at 2,300, I guess, so. Stopping at 2,300, but we have our new top of descent's 3 minutes from now. So let's add the power back in. Kind of a weird descent. Yeah, I wonder if it detected that overspeed. Alright, maintaining our speed now. Alright, we're almost at Curvo. 2.5 minutes until our next top of descent, so... And they said expect further clearance in 50 miles. I don't want it to ruin my flight. I'm just gonna do the VNAV descent when we're ready. So the FAF is 3,800. Let's bring this down to 3,800. I think if I use my knob for it, there's acceleration. Let's see. Yep, there is. You turn it fast enough.
23, contact Montreal Center 128.225.
Alright, and then I'll just turn on VNAV and try to remember to watch my speed.
Code 323. Montreal Center, Colt 323, flight level 230.
Colt 323, Montreal Center, radar contact. Colt 323, turn right, heading 085.
Turn right, heading 085, Colt 323.
085. I mean, we're 075. I'm just gonna ignore them. Sorry, we want to just fly the approach. And you can't just like request the approach yet, so it's fine. I mean, they said to expect vectors for the approach, but I just want to fly the whole approach. I don't want to risk them vectoring me directly to the airport. Alright, 1 minute till top of descent.
Colt 323, descend to 9,700 feet.
Descend to 9,700 feet, Colt 323.
Once I do traffic injection and sequencing and all that, I'll have to listen to everything they say. We don't want to have a collision risk with other planes that are flying around. But at 25,000 feet near a tiny airport, probably not a huge risk. Yeah, let's see what the METAR says. It was 340 at 7. Still 340 at 7, but that's 40 miles away. So we don't really know what the winds are going to be until we're on final. All right, there's VPath. Let me pull the throttle out. I feel like I'm usually in the like 500 range on the torque during a descent. Of course, it matters what height, what altitude we're at. 10 knot direct crosswind. Excellent.
QNH, expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 27.
QNH, expect radar vectors for RNAV.
Alright, looks like, yeah, 1,500 feet per minute is what we're at on the VNAV descent. And I'm about 450 on the torque. Is holding my speed steady. And it's kind of nice to not have to worry about overspeeding. This thing is, this thing over 250 knots under 10,000 is probably like engine braking levels of torque. So I'm not really worried about it. Okay, I was gonna say if that cloud's any bigger, I'm gonna use prop anti-ice. Props at 2,000 RPM. Prop heat. So there's no difference. Alright, everything's in the green. And just to remind myself of speeds, gear, and flaps 168. Then 135 for 20 degrees and 118. And we have the minimums in. We just estimated our own minimums because we have no chart for the approach.
Colt 323, turn right, heading 090.
Turn right, heading 090, Colt 323.
Does that voice, does that UK male voice sound like Sean Bean, or is it just me? The minimums, I just estimated them. I put in 2,000 baro minimums, just guessing, because we don't have a chart to show us what the LNAV minimums are. So it's an LNAV plus V, and I'm pretty sure the LNAV minimums are like nearing 1,000 AGL sometimes. So I just put in like 800 AGL kind of for the minimums. Let me double check the field, make sure I put in the right minimums. See the airport elevation. Yeah, airport elevation's 1196, so like 1,200 feet. So I just added 800 to that for like an LNAV. Could go up to like, I think like 2,200 minimums would be even safer. But yeah, since it's not published, I don't really know.
Colt Tree 23, contact Boston Center 2425.
If it was like an LPV, I would just guess on the high end like 250 AGL instead of like the possible 200. All right, here comes 18,000.
323. Good day.
And altimeter, the nearest METAR is 3009.
Colt Tree 23, Boston Center, roger.
All right, we're on in Boston Center.
Colt Tree 23, contact Boston Center 120.25.
They just shifted us. They just changed us.
Boston Center 120.25. Colt 323.
Direct to Lobo.
Boston Center Colt 323 177.
Oh, Lobo. If you go direct Lobo, you'll go over the field first and have to do a reversal. I'm gonna go up here to Pata so I can make 2 90-degree turns instead. Or I guess the first one will be a little more than 90 degrees. And then we can also look down at the field while we pass by. I guess, yeah, you could... I guess overflying the field is probably the better option, actually, just because you can look down and try to spot a windsock. Oh, they did direct to Lobo. Oh, that's cool. They've just been giving me vectors and I haven't been listening. All right, we're at 16,700. Oh, there's no windsock down there? Really? Oh, no. Wait, it's a hard surface runway, right? Yeah, I see a couple of you guys down there. Okay, yeah, it says, well, at least in Microsoft Flight Sims data, it says it's a hard surface runway. I mean, I can see it from here. Oh, there is a sock? Yeah, flying over the field. What was the MEF? 5,900, so... Well, the field's at, what, 1,200? So fly over it, you know. I guess 2,700 or so you could fly over the field. Or 2,200. Sock shows direct right crosswind for 2-7. Wonderful. Wind from the right, gusty, blew you off center line. Excellent. All right, the FAF, 3,800 for the FAF. 15,000 on profile. I'm gonna do that big right turn. All right, I didn't look at my descent checklist. Windshield defrost if required. No. Windshield heat switch. No. Ice protection. Power lever is set. Altimeter in standby. Checked. We don't even have a standby altimeter in this. I mean, we have the other PFD over there. Destination elevation is automatic. Right there, 1179. Climate controls as required. All right, what's the temperature for our passengers? 71. Now let's refresh the METAR. It's still the same. 16 degrees Celsius. You made 142 on the flight. Nice. That's surprising. I feel like if you're not flying an airliner, you just don't make any money. Good thing it doesn't matter. I have no idea what to expect at the next airport either. What is the next airport? CYZV. Oh, I forgot we get the METARs here. View clouds at 5,000. 6 knot winds. All right, we're at 12,000. It's so weird. Yeah, before landing approach checklist, landing light switch on before the gear is down. I mean, it must turn the lights off whenever the gear is up. I wonder if like standard procedure is just to leave the landing light on at all times, because I assume it's got logic that turns it off automatically when the gear's up. But what's weird is it doesn't say recognition lights or taxi lights on or anything like that during the descent or anywhere. Yeah, approach checklist is just altimeter, fuel, pump, and ignition switches up here to manual. Lights on, gears down. 168 for gear and flaps 1. And then flaps... You can set flaps full at 118, 85 knot airspeed. Autopilot and yaw damper off. Pretty standard. And you can use reversers if you want to. Beta mode. .25 knot crosswind, yeah. Wait, are you joking? Did you just land? Was there actually a 25 knot crosswind? Every time. All right, here comes 10,000. All right, Trojans lining up for final.
Colt Tree 23, turn right, heading 150. Descend and maintain 8,100.
Turn right, heading 150. Descend and maintain 8,100, Colt 323.
Colt Tree 23, turn right, heading 155.
Turn right, heading 155, Colt
Doesn't that
323.
sound like Sean Bean? Am I going crazy? It's Ned Stark and so many other characters. Dog's ready to roll. All right, 8,700 feet. Final approach fix is 3,800. And then we're actually going to take it down lower to there, down to 2,000. On the advisory, glide slope and At least until we're fully configured, then I'll just hand fly it. I think I'm a little worried about the sensitivity of my stick in this thing. I think my curve is set to -20, which is like what Phoenix recommends for the 319, I think it was. So, but for other planes, it just ends up feeling way too sensitive. I like barely move the thing. I normally have it at like -60, -70% curve. Maybe that's unrealistic.
23, turn right, heading 165, descend and maintain 7,200.
Turn right, heading 165.
Well, their
descend
altitudes are
and
pretty good.
maintain
I mean, we're at
7,200.
77, so
Code
7,200's
323.
fine. Oh, the 25. Oh, 25 knot crosswind was at 2,400. Okay. So it's like 1,008 dies to a gentle 9 to 12 knot crosswind. Thanks for all the info. Thanks for the beta. All right, still on profile. Let's hit approach. So we'll use the advisory glide path for a little bit. You got a 10? Holy. Congratulations. Very nice, Brian. What did you fly? Fly the TBM? A 10 and you made $164. Yeah, what were you flying? There's this guy Stud in the Mustang behind me. I don't know if he's with a group or just flying patterns or something, flying around here. It's probably like, what's going on? TBM 930, nice. All right, we're about to turn right here. All right, I'm just gonna pull this down to like slowest throttle I can. We need 168 for gear and flaps 1. And we have no speed brake or anything in this thing. And Versa, you have to like, kind of have to like dive this thing into the ground. $85 knots for like the VREF speed. Or like your VREF plus 10. There's a dark star on the ground. I definitely took the long way around. The anticipation is not the fun part of doing, like going all the way around the whole approach like this. Chop the treetops and trust the runway pitch. Chop the treetops. Oh, it's doing the reversal. Wait, what? Did it show the hold in here? Oh no.
Colt Tree 23, turn right, heading 155.
Turn right, heading 155, Colt 323.
Turn me around. This whole time I'm just staring out the window. Classic. Alright, we're at altitude hold now, so I need to rearm VNav and continue the descent and the hold. No VNav descents in a hold. What is Rock doing down there? Did he just land on a random field or something? What's happening? Rocks just in the trees? Whoa, that was a gust. Oh, crashed? The engines quit. Yeah, I usually zero the rudder trim. I usually zero it when I'm when I'm in cruise, but there was like enough. Yeah, I'm gonna zero mine out. I forget if the yaw damper turns itself off automatically at like 500 AGL or something. But it's safer to just turn it off yourself. Okay, altimeters are set, fuel pump and ignition switch to manual. Landing light on. The other lights are all still on. And gear and flaps at 168 knots. And then approach speed 85 knots. You have to bring your power back like a lot to get this thing to slow down. Bring it back to like 400. I'm at 470 on the torque. And that's just in range to put my gear and flaps down. Did it turn my approach mode off? No. Oh, there it goes. It just captured. Alright, flaps 1. Gear down. Alright, there's all these automatic cameras. Sometimes they can be annoying, Versa. You can disable them in the configuration. There's like one for the GPU, one for the engine start, one for the passengers, like boarding, deboarding, like if you open the door. It just shows you the animations, but you can turn them off. Alright, flaps 2, 135, flaps 3, 118. And we set minimums to 2,000. Alright, 135 coming up. Okay, flaps 2. And white arc flaps full. LNAV plus V. Okay, full flaps. Yeah, look at this crab. Holy crab. Oh yeah, the landing lights. Oh yeah, I see it on the wheel. It's probably just pointing like way down. It's because of the mod I have, the lights mod I have. Yeah, 21 knot crosswind. I'm gonna wait till I get to minimums to turn the autopilot off because of this crosswind. Almost at minimums. 15 knot crosswind. Alright, autopilot's off. And yaw damper's off. Alright, trim the treetops, right? Oh my god, these winds are insane. I don't like it at all. Oh, the gust. What is the gust? Holy crap, the gust on final is insane. I don't like the gust at all. Good thing this thing stops super fast. Oh my god, that gust was ridiculous. According to News Sky, it was 12 knots. I didn't see what it shot up to. I didn't want to look down at the wind indicator. But it just threw my plane so hard at the right towards the end there, like it always does in the sim. Yee. Alright, let's get these auto and off. This was not an easy leg at all. Dude, these winds are insane. Oh, Versus right here. How'd your landing go? I forgot he like cut in. He cut in front. Like I went really far out. Yeah, this is a crazy leg. Get the fuel pulled here. Turn all the lights off, reset your pitch trim. Turn off the ECS bleed air conditioning. Grass view. Whoa. Oh, Stud's landing in a Mustang. Oh, man. So that's the good Mustang then, right? I assume. There's like a bad Mustang and a good Mustang. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The trees will stop him. Yes, he's doing S-turns to stop. Nice. He did it. 10.0. Holy crap. You guys are crazy. Oh, I got a 9.84. No, it's because of my weight. It's because of the weight. Oh my god, I lost a 10 because of the maximum takeoff weight. That's what it is. Takeoff weight? Or I thought it was, I didn't burn enough. I didn't even look at it. I didn't burn enough fuel. I was worried about having too much fuel. Because remember, it put me overweight, and then after I taxied, I didn't even look. Oh, that is my fault. It's so my fault. Feels bad. Oof. Rip. Believe it or not, banned. You like the M500? I love it. I wish the visibility was a little better. It's not as bad as like some other planes, but yeah, the panel's kind of high on it. Here comes Standard and the King Air. Plenty of runway, plenty of runway. And Skywalker and a TBM. We made it. Can't believe Jack put this on the route. Very nice. Oh, Stud must be flying with us. All right, nice. I don't know why I shut this all the way down, but I guess I go in here and deboard the passengers. Unload instant. Yeah, if you guys haven't flown this before, it has like its own mini GSX. If you do load in real time, it'll bring a fuel truck and fill it up like GSX style. And the passengers, like a car will come and drop the passengers off. You won't see any passengers. You'll see their luggage though, but it's pretty awesome. All right, I got to look at that maximum takeoff weight. Man. Such a dumb mistake. Ken's coming in a DC-3. It's a nice area. It's pretty. Welcome to Maine. Next, we're gonna go into. Oh, Ken's going around. Looks like he's gonna loop around and line up a little better or something. All right, we can plan the next flight. What is the next one? One more leg. 302 miles. This one was 219. The next one is 302. I guess I'll fly the M500 again. I don't really want to switch planes. I'm feeling kind of lazy. This is a little long of a flight for it, but I mean, not for its capabilities, but just it's going to take a while. All right, 5 passengers, 330, and 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. But we don't have that big of a runway. Maybe I'll do the Turbine Duke. Turbine Duke's going to be a bit faster. Yeah, we could do 2x as well. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's just do 2x speed. Yeah, I just want to fly the I want to fly the Meridian. All right. We can 2x it. All right, 15 minutes for departure. New flight plan. What's new, Sky? It lets you run and participate in virtual airlines. It tracks your flights. You can make, like, what we're doing is a challenge that our fellow couch captain Jack made. So it's an around the world thing. But yeah, you just do you can do scheduled flights, free flights, and there's like auto-generated charter flights. And as you fly, you get ratings. It rates, you know, how good your landings were and everything. Did you use all your lights at the proper time? All that kind of stuff. I got dinged on this last flight because I took off with a higher weight than I was allowed to take off with in that plane. It is free. Yep. All right, starting the flight. All right, so this time I'll look at my maximum takeoff weight. 0 fuel weight 4013. And 5 passengers 4013. Those are 4013. I don't think we need 3 passengers then. Okay, yeah, we do. All right, 3 very light passengers. All right, 4014. All right, 4012. Come on. There, 4014. All right, 0 fuel weight, and then estimated takeoff weight 5092. Okay, here we go again. All right, this should be fine. Yeah, see these other auto cameras? That was certainly a land. Oh, sorry, Ken. Oh my God, I didn't watch your landing. Crap. Oh, he made it. I didn't watch. I'm sorry, dude. Already setting up for the next flight. All right, so we're loaded. We're a little overweight, but I'm going to burn that fuel right now by starting it up. Let's go again. Battery, fuel pumps and ignition, and then push the start button. And then we'll introduce fuel. Door ajar. Yes, you're right. Downhill departing runway? Oh no, I just did a hot start. Oh, I think I just killed my engine. Ooh. Uh-oh. I think I just damaged my engine. It says it's all okay here, but I had a hot start. Yeah, the engine, I just used it. I should have just left it running. I don't know why I turned it off and back on. See, these are the things like I don't have to think about in most planes, or I'm like switching planes or loading to a new spot. I guess I didn't get dinged for the nav lights last time either. The only way for me to check it is by shutting it off, so... Tires... Generator. Alternator's okay. Engine just says okay. Brake pads are getting worn down. Tires are alright. And oil. And lights. Okay, I think I was fine. I don't know what to do about a hot start, though. Now that I'm going to start it again, it feels... No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know how to do I think I just need to wait. But it didn't damage it that time, so maybe it won't damage it this time. But I think the procedure when it's a hot start is just to pull the mixture if it's getting into the red. Oh, it's in the yellow. I don't think I can stop it from getting in the red. Yeah, what's up, Jack? Yeah, it's payware. Alright, well, I just hope it, it's not smoking or anything, right? The engine will actually smoke, too. If you, like, fry something, smoke will come out. Let's see what happens if we turn the generator. Maybe we'll get smoke here. Oh, yeah, it says generator off. Watch, we might get smoke coming up out of here. Generator off, even though it's on. So the generator might be dead now. Crap. Oh yeah, there's the smoke. There it is. Oh no. Oh no. This is why you can't do 2 flights in a row, shutting it down completely. This is why I love this plane. I've done this so many times. Yeah, when you land, you shut it off and then you try to restart it right away. I could just fix it on the EFB. It's fine. I'll just repair it. It's pretty funny. I don't even know if you can prevent a hot start. I think it's just like you have to wait. What's weird is the generator is not shown here. But in the maintenance screen it is. There we go. Generator damaged. Alright, replaced. We're good. Maybe. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully the heat doesn't persist. I think I do have to restart the flight. Oh yeah, this happened. Yeah, I do have to restart the flight. It might be a bug. Run the engine with fuel only. With no ignition. You just leave the ignition off? Let's see, hot start. Yeah, if introduced fuel greater than 13% NGs can stabilize to a maximum of 20. One parking spot. Nice. Yeah, it says the rate... very rapid rise means risk of over temperature. Hot start, you should immediately pull the condition to cut off position. Put the starter mode switch in manual. If no rise occurs within 10 seconds of the introduction of fuel after putting the condition lever into run, abort the start by pulling the lever to cut off. Press the starter mode switch to put it in manual. Oh, right. So just abort the start. But I don't... Yeah, root cause of a hot start is not enough cooling air flowing over the combustion chamber when the fuel is introduced, allowing excessive temperatures. The NG gauge indicates how fast the turbine blades are spinning as a percentage of RPM, so an indication of cooling airflow available. Introducing fuel too soon is a factor that contributes to a hot start. So I introduced fuel when it was at like 12, 13%, which is a minimum, I think. But you can wait until it gets up to... You can wait until it gets up to 20% and stabilizes the NG, it says. All right, so let's get battery. Can wait to... I mean, I'm not going to break it again because I just repaired it, but... Looks like it's stabilized around 16%. All right, that's better. It's better now that it's a brand new engine. Brand new generator. Oh, dry motoring. Yeah, I remember looking at this a long time ago. It's been a bit. Anyway, let me get going. I can read this at any time. All right, we have no altimeter. We had the nearest altimeter, but I'm just going to hit B. All right, let's get the new flight plan imported again. Import it into Volanta. And Navigraph. All right, we got 2 waypoints. Beautiful. All right, looks good. Looks like it matches the map. Forgot to put... Oh, forgot to start the new sky flight. No. What's up, Jordan? Oh, you have the Mustang? Yeah, the Cockspur one's a good one, yes. There's one by, like, FSReborn or something that is very bad. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Cockspur is good. Oh, I didn't load the fuel and passengers. I think I can do it. I can't do it. Oh my god, I keep messing. Now it's gonna be a hot start after this. Wait, can I do it? Hopefully I can just do it through here. I just need to set, let's see.
Beyond ATC connected.
Oh, this bug again? Look, it doesn't think that it doesn't think I started my flight, even though I started my flight. This keeps happening. I had this happen the other day. It's connected to the sim. I'm in the plane. It says preparing, but I can't get to the tracking page. Is it going to detect me moving and then start or not? I don't actually know if this will work or not. Let's see. Fuel though. 1129 on the fuel. And payload 402. So do we actually have any charts here? Oh my god, we do. We have charts. Amazing. And we have approaches. ILS, runway 9er. There's some RNAV approaches. Excellent. Alright, that's where we're heading to. Alright, let's get the flaps down and rudder trim set. I feel like I needed a little more nose up trim last time. Alright, quick clearance.
Colt 323 request IFR clearance to Septiles Airport.
Flight level change. Heading mode.
Colt 323 Boston Center cleared to Septiles Airport. Radar vectors anati then as filed. Maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 250 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me. Squawk 4, tree 14.
Cleared to Septiles Airport. Radar vectors anati.
Alright, 7,000.
Maintain 7,000 feet.
125 for flight level change.
250 10 minutes after departure. Departure with you. Squawk 4314, Colt 323.
Colt 323, read back correct. Starter taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 9er.
Start or taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 9er, code 323.
And you said to do the downhill departure? I'm gonna do that. Alright, landing light is on. Strobe light is on. We're on the runway. Manual fuel pumps, manual ignition. And we'll get pitot heat in a second. Alright, looks like runway heading's about 274. We'll just turn it around. We're at a 272, so that'd be 092. Alright, that's set. Man, it's so fast to get going with these small planes. All over the runway on takeoff with a crosswind, yeah. The crosswind is insane. I actually don't know if we're supposed to be at 10 or 20 degrees out. I think I usually use 10. Before takeoff. Flaps, yeah, it can be 0 to 20. Rudder trim 2 to 3 right. Oh yeah, I gotta get the pressurization. Whoops, don't forget that. Down here, normal. Bleed air on. And then get the AC going over here. Low. Turn that up a little. Is it better to have, I don't even know, is it better to have more Barrow? Yeah, I just hit B, 3011. I just did automatically. So is New Sky tracking my flight? It's not. Yeah, like it's not tracking my flight right now. Why does this happen? I think I have to like do another flight. Like start the flight over or something. This happened to me like last week or something. Still says preparing. Estimated 0 fuel weight below. Enter, edit OFP, review flight plan. I can't even get into the screen though. That's weird. No, Blake, New Sky is like on-air company. It lets you run a virtual airline. This is frustrating. All right, I'm gonna just run it again, I guess. And now it's gonna yell at me because I already have the plane filled up. This is such a pain. It doesn't let me resume the current one. Oh, and now it's going to tell me I left too early because it's not going to let me set the departure time to right now. Watch, if I do this, it's going to say it has to be at least, yeah, 10 minutes further. So now I can't leave. Ugh, what a pain. At least 10 minutes. That is 10 minutes. What do you mean? This is 37 plus 10 is 47. Wait, what? It keeps saying it. Huh? It's 3:37 Zulu. Do I have to do 3:50? That's 15 minutes. Okay. You start on the runway powered up all the time. Yeah, this happened to me a couple times. I had to do like 2 or 3 flights until it let me actually go. Oh yeah, you can leave 15 minutes early. That's right. Okay. So is it okay with my... I hope it's okay with my weight and everything already being entered. Okay, at least it's tracking. Whatever, if I get a 0, I get a 0. Whoa. I feel like I'm in 2x speed right now. Wait, I'm not in 2x speed, am I? Wait, why does it feel so squirrely? What is happening? Am I in 2x? No. That was so weird. Okay, 10, maybe I'll do 20 degrees of flaps for this. I'll try 20. All right, 23 on the rudder trim. Okay.
Colt 323, short of 09er holding for release.
Colt 323, released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1340 Zulu. If not off
right,
by
parking brake
1340
off.
Zulu, contact no later than 1350 Zulu. Time now 1322 Zulu. Frequency change approved.
Released for departure, Colt 323.
All right, ailerons into the wind. Ailerons right. Helps so much. Oh, they're to the left. Oh, why was the right ailerons were helping a ton? Whoa. Oh my god, my stick sensitivity is so bad. No. That was such a long takeoff. I gotta change my stick sensitivity when I fly this.
Check gear.
That was a horrible takeoff as well.
Check gear.
Yeah, I think I need my stick sensitivity at like minus 70% curve on this thing. I like barely moved it. It's at minus 20. And no. We're not doing it. It's gonna take too long. It's gonna waste so much time. The song is playing. It's gonna waste so much time. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes to turn around, land. I'm just gonna turn around and land over there. No, not with the new sky. Are we ever gonna... I need to take it out of rotation or something. I don't know. Oh my god. I can't. It's gonna ruin the whole flight. Turn it up. Song's so bad. Oh my god. See, I just, like, whenever, like, we're all flying together. If I do this, then what? I'm gonna get there super late. I'm gonna have to restart the whole flight. I'm gonna have to redo everything in new sky. You know, it's such a pain in the ass. You know, I'm just like, I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know that it's worth. It's. Why do you guys want me to turn this song up? I'm trying to think when I would want to do it. I don't really want to watch you do it right now. Yeah, it's just like we're all like, yeah. It doesn't make sense right now. We're all like flying close together. I do like, and I, with the, like with the Airbus, for example, that's like a recoverable problem most of the time. It'll introduce like a single small failure most of the time. Yeah, it took us so long to get going. Yeah, I already broke the engine twice. Isn't that good enough? Song's such a banger. Not today. Exactly. Not today, please.
Boston Center, Colt 323. Good day, 6,600 feet.
Colt 323, Boston Center. Good day. Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250,
Nice.
Colt 323.
All right, 140 knots up to 20,000, then we'll lower the flight level change speed if we need to after that. They say they give me vectors, but I'm just flying towards it myself. Alright, where are we even going to? Somewhere in Canada. I don't know the name of the airport. Let's see. Sept Isles? Sept Isles in Quebec. Alright, what are we working with? 6,500 foot runway, 5,700 foot runway. At least we have multiple options. There's supposedly windsocks all over the place. Do we have a METAR? We do. Runway 31 is preferred right now. 340 at 7 on the winds. Winds are varying between 300 and 020. 15 miles visibility. Altimeter 3002. 13 degrees. Okay. We actually have some weather info. Crazy. And, okay, there's an RNAV for runway 31, which is an LPV approach. Excellent. We've upgraded massively. Alright, so we're coming from the southwest. So it looks like we'd do Itmam for the transition. We all know they're just going to vector us, so... We are gonna go so far north. Oh my god. I don't know how far north we get up here before we cross over. Hop to Greenland, hop to Iceland. These are the Faroe Islands right here, right? Yep. Your sim crashed? Check the, open that event viewer app, Ken. If you ever get a hard crash to desktop, open event viewer on Windows. Just hit the Windows key and start typing event viewer and then launch that app. It's like a built-in Windows app. And in there, if you like go through some of the folders on the left, you can find like a red exception code kind of thing. It'll probably be from flightsimulator.exe. And then you can go and look up the exception code in the details, and then you can Google it to try to get an idea of what caused it. Alright, gotta keep adding power in the climb. Kind of excited to go up to Greenland. It's gonna be cool. This track is unironically good. Yeah, it's very very 80s feeling. It almost gives me like M83 vibes. Sounds like it. Yeah, almost like M83. Hey, we have a toga button in this thing? Wait, does this toga button actually work? No, it doesn't. Okay. I was like, I don't think I've ever hit the toga button in this. I think maybe I should start modifying the, like, I just blindly accepted the debrief flight plan. I mean, this is kind of a long leg though. Are all of the legs this long? Because I think it'd be great to do, like, I think we're gonna get bored at this high of altitude, most of them. So maybe we can start forcing lower altitudes for some to see if it's doable. We might have to like accept fewer passengers or something if we're gonna burn more fuel. But we don't want to do a world tour at this altitude the entire time. We're not really going to appreciate what we're flying past, so. Yeah, I mean, some of them are like 48 miles, 186, 84, 82, 37. Those are going to be low and slow. I mean, all of them are around, yeah, 200 to 400 miles seems to be the norm. You climbing to flight level 410. Low if it's under an hour or so. Yeah. This song wants to be Baba O'Reilly intro. Definitely some chill stuff in the playlist. Sometimes I just hear a song so much. The song might not be bad, but we've just heard it so many times. I'm like, all right, I'm going to... I'm going to like remove it from the rotation for a bit. All right, 17,000. Let's get standard baro on. I'm just going to turn this down to 2992 first because we don't have a pre-selector. And then set it to baro as a reminder, or set it to standard as a reminder. Eminence front. Do you have something made low and slow like the Kodiak? Yeah. It's hard though because of the miles. So like if we did, if we did the Kodiak on every flight, it would take like 3 hours a leg. So like I want to go fast, but it'd be nice to go lower and fast if we can. Just because, yeah, this is fine for the first few legs, but now it's like, I want to see some cool stuff. I mean, there are definitely going to be some legs that are like very long when we have to cross this open water for a long period of time. That's when we pull out the jets and do 2x speed. I think on this one, we're going to want to do 2x. Dark stars around the world. Oh my God, it would take like 3 minutes. You do dark stars, but you're actually landing at all the airports. That could be kind of fun, actually. Do fighter jets, dark stars, and like Halo Pelicans around the world. Like over a weekend, touch and goes at every major airport. You don't even stop. You just put on unlimited fuel, touch and goes around the world without stopping. You touch down at every major airport, a touch and go, and then you go all the way around the world in the Dark Star in one go, one like 12-hour flight or however fast we can do it. But you'd be like, you wouldn't even get up to Mach 10, right? You'd just be climbing and descending the entire time. This flight isn't very long. $284 miles to go. All right, we're at 20,000 feet. Didn't even check on our poor passengers. All right, temperature's good. Forgot to tell them to belt it up. Ah, there we go. Yes. All right, 21,000. Should probably lower my indicated airspeed a little bit. I think I'll do 135. And I need to add more power. Oh, nice. Emu's in the Duke, Turbine Duke. Oh, what air show, G-Tech? If you can say. Oh, Miramar, nice. Trying to think if I've ever been to a proper air show. I don't think I ever have. Like a major actual air show. I don't have like I didn't grow up with any like, you know, pilot, anyone interested in flying in my life, pretty much. Can see the coffee. I can see the Danish in there right now through the window. Look. There it is. Okay, what are the winds like? Arrival 340 at 7, and we were expecting runway 31. Okay. Why does this say 1,700 feet when it's 5,700 feet? Yeah, we got an LPV approach runway 31. I didn't put that in the flight plan, so might as well do it now. Procedure, approach. RNAV 31. There's an LPV for all 4 runways. Awesome. And it was ITMOM. Minimums, we got to do Barrow. 424. Round it up, 450. All right, loaded. A Sim FX less plane. I don't think this thing shows any like pollution or anything. Oh, it's encrypted. Yeah, nothing is active. There's gonna be an F-22 and an F-35. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to go to a proper air show. The last thing I saw was like when we went and saw like there was a Vision Jet. There was like a little, I don't know if it was like a fundraiser thing or something, but and I saw like a little STOL competition. It wasn't a competition. It was like a little demonstration. Like there were two pilots that just did a quick STOL demonstration. It was awesome. But I've never gone to like a huge air show before ever. I've only seen it on the internet. What's up, Variety? Alright, we're at cruise. Alright, cruise checklist, power. Okay, I'm just gonna go as fast as we can. Alright, fuel temperature, everything is green. Outside air temperature is negative 22. These clouds are... not too many clouds. Okay, cabin comfort, 71 degrees. They're fine. Weather radar, ice protection equipment. Alright. I wish if this front view sat up just a little bit. I feel like the landing camera would be so much better. Doesn't have the best visibility, but doesn't have the worst, at least for landing. Because even with full flaps, I feel like I barely see the runway. I want to like pitch up a little more. Like barely see it. I guess I could go into camera and you can like set your height, your default sitting height in the camera options. That's an option. What's up, Chris 2? Blue Angels? No, I haven't seen anything. Community meetup at the air show. But then I would have to leave my house. I'm pretty excited to get on a real plane. I haven't been on a flight for a while, so end of next month I'll be gone for I think it's the last weekend of September. I'll be gone for like 4 nights. All right, can we squeeze a little more power out of this? Let me check the tables. Actually, I have the manual pulled up. Cruise. Oh, it goes to YouTube. Oh, I didn't expect it to go to YouTube. Flaps retract. Okay. Nav mode, yes. Altitude hold. Cruise. Set per power. Top of descent. Wait, this doesn't show where.
Contact Boston Center 124.75.
Where are the power tables?
Contact Boston Center 124.75, code 323. Boston Center, code 323. Good day, flight level 250.
Code 323 Boston.
Cruise, 1150 is usually good. All you need to do is adjust the power to keep the airspeed from going into the red zone. 1150 is usually good. Yeah, we're probably at a lower than normal altitude for cruise. What's our ceiling? Is it 30? $30,000, yeah, okay. Power tables, Annex A. This is a pretty extensive manual. Takeoff performance. Cruise performance at maximum cruise speed. Alright, here's our table and outside air temperature. Negative 21 at 25,000. 25,000, negative 21. Oh, we can go... Wait, 1197. Maximum cruise speed. So, I mean, this is more just giving us an expectation of what we're going to get as our maximum cruise speed, right? Cruise performance, here we go. We're at 25. All right, here's 24 to 27.
Colt 323, contact Montreal Center 125.1. Have a good one.
Contact Montreal Center 125.1. Colt 323.
ISA, can't I find that
Montreal Center,
in my sim brief?
323, flight level 250.
Colt 323, Montreal Center, identified.
Average ISA +2. So what is ISA at our altitude? Showing it. So we just go to ISA, I guess it says +2. So I guess we're right around here. Oh, outside air temperature though, negative 22. So 1290, 1211. I'm probably not looking in the right spot. Yeah, it says ISA is +2. So if I'm maxed out, I mean we're not anywhere near our max indicated speed. We have like a 12 knot headwind, so that's fun. Table for max speed or efficiency. Maximum cruise performance. Yeah, I mean we have cruise performance based on outside air temperature and altitude. So we're at negative 22 at 25,000. So it's just showing what's expected, what our expectation is at our temperature. So it's going to be. I mean this isn't right though, right? Because we're at 25,000 feet at only negative 22 outside air temp. So it should be lower than 1197. We just have a nasty headwind. So fuel flow though, pounds per hour. These don't have fuel flow in them. And it looks like the fuel flow is going to be between 260 and 280. And right now we're at 273. So I could bump it just a little bit more, I guess. Anyway, it says you can pretty much just run it straight up to the barber pole if possible. You're playing sideways on the VFR map. Hey Steve, what's up? Alright, we're going to want to use 2x speed, right? Our top of descent's in 41 minutes, so this is going to take forever. And then I think when we do this on the next stream, we're just going to fly a lot lower. We might end up having to take fewer passengers in New Sky to make sure we can take extra fuel, since we'll be burning more fuel. I think that's the right move. Because a world tour in the flight levels, well, I guess in Europe, in the flight levels is pretty low, potentially, but yeah, it's not going to be as fun. We're not going to see cool stuff. We should kind of just plan for our lowest en route possible, just anything that clears all the terrain and airspace, whatever makes sense, and file that. That'll be more fun. Much more scenic. We might as well be in an airliner right now. Alright, I'm gonna go to 2x speed. I'm doing it now. Alright, 2x activated. 39 minutes till top of descent. So we're gonna still have 20 minutes. This is a long leg, especially for the Meridian. I mean, it's not a long leg for the Meridian itself, just for what we're doing. MSA World Tour, yeah. Yeah, I think that would be better. I mean, we could go down right now. I could try to see. I'll just look at Navigraph and see. Just look at all the MEFs, and we can decide to go down further. But I don't know if my fuel will be okay. It probably will. We got 4,700, 4,000, 3,500, 36, 38, 52 over here because of some peaks down here, so that's fine. 48. So we'll want to go like 1,000 above those, so like 6,000, maybe 7,000. I'll just go down to 7,000 feet. I want to see some stuff. Maybe I'll start at 9,000 and see how it looks from there. Request descent to 9,000 feet. Yeah, this is too boring up here. All right, let's see if this is gonna take a while. Request altitude change.
323 request altitude change.
And I think it only gives you a certain number, so I'm gonna have to like scroll down a bunch of times. Okay, yeah, we can go down to 190.
Request flight level 190.
And then you have to make another request. You have to do the request over and over again.
Colt 323, confirm new altitude flight level 190.
Affirmative, Colt 323.
Colt 323, roger. Descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, Colt 323.
Alright, now I have to do it again. Request altitude change.
Colt 323, request new cruise altitude.
Colt 323, roger. Say new altitude.
13,000.
Request 13,000 feet, Colt 323.
Colt 323, confirm new cruise altitude 13,000 feet.
Yes, 13,000 feet.
Affirmative, Colt 323.
Colt 323, roger. New cruise altitude 13,000 feet.
All right, cabin pressure's or cabin altitude's already descending. Should have done this from the start. I don't know what I was thinking going up to 25,000 feet on a world tour. I want to see all the VFR objects. All the things. I'll do this whole flight in the clouds learning nothing about geography. Oh yeah, St. Lawrence River is what's to our left. I'm looking on the world map on the side here. All right, 19,000 feet. I'm just using flight level change to descend at 180 knots. You prefer to fly high? Better view? But you can't like make out any of the detail in anything. Like, it's cool to see this stuff, but I could be anywhere in the world right now. Right? Like this view, I'm like, oh. I mean, I'm not a geoguesser, so maybe that's the problem, but I can look at this and just be like, yeah, okay. Farms, roads. I might not see many unique things. I don't know, maybe I won't see many unique things down at 13,000 either. Oh, technically the ocean. The St. Lawrence Ocean. The landmarks on, yeah. Yeah, I should turn the... Oh, I don't have all the points of interest installed either because they take up so much space, but I probably should get them reinstalled again. I have like all the photogrammetry and all the date, everything installed from the world updates except for like the landing challenges and stuff, and then the points of interest, which are all the handcrafted buildings and stuff, just take up so much space. And the more you have installed, the longer it takes the sim to load. So I've been trying to cut down on my load time. All right, almost down to 13,000. I'm in 2x speed still. We've begun the crossing. This island has no name on the world map.
Colt 323, contact Montreal Center 134.65. Have a good day.
Contact Montreal Center 134.65, Colt 323. Montreal Center, Colt 323, 13,400 feet.
Colt 323, Montreal Center, identified. Continue climb to flight level 190.
Continue climb to flight level
190.
Colt 323.
Negative.
Colt 323, request altitude change.
Colt 323, roger, say new altitude.
Request 13,000 feet, Colt 323.
The controllers didn't talk to each other.
13,000 feet is your current altitude. Maybe check your equipment.
He told me to climb. We're not climbing, dude.
Colt 323, request altitude change.
Colt 323, roger, say new altitude.
Oh, I can't say below 13,000.
Request 13,000 feet, Colt 323.
Colt 323, 13,000 feet is your current altitude. Maybe check your equipment.
All right, we're good. All right, YBC VOR. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. I'm not. right, runway 31 is still preferred. A little baby 5-knot crosswind for us. After that first flight, we're fine. Personal tour, IVAO tour. It's a VA tour. We're using New Sky for our virtual airline, and one of our members, one of our pilots, made a across the world challenge in New Sky. So we're on leg 4 right now. Yeah, only leg 4 out of 80 legs. So yeah, and you can't do it in an airliner. The fastest we can do is a longitude or a Learjet, which are, yeah, of course, very fast, but they're really just because there are a few like really long legs at certain points. So, but today's been the Piper Meridian. Day 1, what did I do day 1? I did the CJ4 for the first leg, so I think it was like 400 or 500 miles, and then the second leg was a little shorter, so I did the Vision Jet. And now today in the Meridian. Let me see what are the legs tomorrow, or 2 streams from now ish. Let me take a look. Yeah, we're on leg 4. Yeah, leg 5 is almost 500 miles, and then 340. In this section here, we get to like under 100 miles for a bunch of these legs, or around 100 miles, which is awesome. I'll definitely hop in like maybe the DA50 for some of those, Grand Caravan, maybe the Kodiak. I just want to do like not just a tour of the world, but a tour of my hangar, and try to switch up the plane every day. Get back into some things I haven't flown in. Look, we can actually make out some terrain this low. What? All right, well, you know, maybe not the best terrain, but whatever that is, there it is. DA50, me too. I hate the visibility in the cockpit, but besides that, it's such a cool plane.
Cold 323, Montreal Center, expect radar vectors, RNAV runway 31.
You got ILS 9, he gave me RNAV 31.
Expect radar vectors, RNAV runway 31.
Vectors for 31.
323.
All right, well, I set the minimums, I believe. I did set the minimums when we chose the approach. So after this waypoint, we're heading direct to the field, but they're gonna give us our top of descent in 26 minutes because we're so low already. And they'll give us our vectors, and what do we got for our final altitude? 2,000 for the FAF altitude. The puppy's been activated. All right, GNSS, runway 31. You can't request 3-1. That's so weird. Wonder why it assigned me 3-1. Alright, we still got 142 miles to go though, so I'm still in 2x speed. Yeah, it'll give you 0.9. I had that happen to me before too. I don't know what the criteria is and why it's different. Sept Isles, yeah. This was made by our fellow couch captain, Jack, in the VA. He put it together. Oh, you're from Quebec. Nice. Yeah, we started in Chicago. This is only leg 4, so we did Chicago to New York to another airport in New York, and then today we're doing 2 legs. This is the second one. We did Maine, New York to Maine, and now Maine to Sept Isles.
323, turn right, heading 070, vectors for Sept Isles Airport.
All right, 070.
Turn right, heading 070, cold 323.
Colt 323, radar vectors RNAV runway tree 1. Report ready for descent.
All right, we're not going to be ready for descent for a good 20 minutes.
Call when ready.
Or like 10 minutes in real time. Since we're so low now. How do you add time scale? Time scale. There are a bunch of different time options. There's just one called time that will bring up this. And then there's a lot of shortcuts like for setting it to dawn and stuff. But to customize flow, you just need to click and hold on where you want to put something.
Airport landing runway tree 1.
Wait, did they just give us the clearance again?
Heading 030, Septiles Airport landing runway 31.
All right, 030. All right, 030. You just press and hold so
Colt 323
to get into the modification menu.
8,800 feet, altimeter tree 002, vectors for the approach.
Descend to 8,800 feet.
All right, I'm going back to one-time speed.
002, Colt 323.
Colt 323, turn right, heading 075.
Turn right, heading 075, Colt 323.
All right, sorry, 1 sec. Anyway, you just do a long click to enter the modification mode, and then you can pull things in. There's one called time, but then there's a bunch of other time functions like you can like set it to dawn, set it to real time, set it to nighttime, set it plus 12 hours, all those kind of shortcuts. But this main one here is just called time, and it's got a bunch of shortcut buttons down there. You can click here to set it to real time. All right, we're gonna descend down to 8,200. It's our ground speed. Okay, 220 times 5, 1,100. We're a little late though. I'll do 1,200 feet per minute. And they gave me the altimeter. They said 3002 for the altimeter. And oh, I've been on standard. All right, 3002. All right, 3002 is set. Just gonna get the taxi lights on. And what's it? He gave me another vector. Yeah, 075. All right, I'm back on real time. And FAF altitude's 2,000. But he's going to vector us and give us the descent. And it's a WAS LPV approach, so we don't have to program anything other than the decision altitude, which I already put in. Oh man, I love this.
Airspeed.
Oh no!
Airspeed.
No, I didn't get dinged last time, so...
Check gear.
Man, at 1,000 feet per minute, I was pretty low on the throttle. This thing is so easy to overspeed. That's one of the downsides. Alright, that's better. Alright, let's try 1,200 again. Decision altitude's 424. Barrow for the LPV, if you're doing the LPV approach. 424, and the final approach fix, Libit, 2,000 feet. Oh, I never reset my rudder trim in flight either. I can fly the Airbus better than I can fly this thing at this point. Then again, the Airbus does like all the work for you, so. All right, here comes 10,000 feet. He's got me going down to 8,200 on a 075 heading, which is putting us, yeah, looks like it'll be a pretty good. I'll go ahead and just do direct to IT mom, Information Technology Mother is the name of this next waypoint.
Colt 323, altimeter tree 002, expect radar vectors for RNAV runway tree 1.
Altimeter 3002, expect radar vectors for
Just told us to
R-nav,
expect
runway
vectors like
31,
4 times.
Colt 323.
All right, about 1,100 feet to go. Okay, they recommend, it says they recommend 2,500 actually, and then to dive down to 2,000. Guess maybe there's some obstacles. All right, 500 feet to go. And our top of descent's now moved to way out here. He's giving us the scenic view. Whoa, what the? There's water all on top of that mountain. What's happening? City skyline map. Yeah, exactly. What are we playing? What are we playing? City skylines? We're playing terraforming here. What are we doing? Yeah, flying this low, we're gonna see some funny stuff. Alright, we're chilling at 8,200. This little town up here says it's called Godbout, Godbout. It's probably like Gabo. Gabo? I don't know. I don't speak French. Spelling error on the chart. It says to climb to 3,200. Oh, except vectors. Oh wait, which one? ILS 09. You're right. Except except vectors. What do you mean accept vectors? Instead of expect. Maybe they're just a fan of anagram puzzles or something, you know? You know what? This is such a small detail, but this EFB, I don't know if you guys notice this if you're flying with this plane, but when you load a chart and you zoom in, it's locking it to only scroll vertically. I can't accidentally scroll it off the screen or anything. And if I zoom all the way in, now I can move it left and right because I need to be able to, you know? But it makes it so you only scroll it in the directions right here like this perfectly. I can't scroll it left and right. I can only scroll it up and down. It's awesome. I wish they all worked this way. It's so nice when you can't accidentally like fling it off the screen. It's such a tiny detail, but I love it. Can't see it for crap on the Honda Jet though. You just have to like zoom in. Like sometimes it'll load such a small resolution file. Like it's the same with this one. Look, if I leave it at its original size, like zoomed all the way out, and then I zoom in, like as far as I can. You can see all like the aliasing on the text. It's not high quality, but as soon as I zoom it in, the quality is much, much better. Like that's really crisp. But yeah, when you, this is thankfully a pretty big screen size, but yeah, when you're on those little like half G3000 screens or something like that, you really need to zoom it in before you can even read it, and then you have to pan it left, right, up and down, because you're looking at it like this basically. And then to do the panning, it's not a touch screen, so you have to go down and use the touch controller somewhere else down here. So you're touching down here and looking up here. It's such a pain. The G1000 is also a pain with the built-in charts because of that, because it's not a touch screen. So like the GTN is so nice. GTN it's a 750 is so nice because it's click and drag. And then yeah, this, you know, most EFBs will let you click and drag too. It's so nice. Turk's here. What's up, Turk? We've made our way into Canada. We're landing at Sept Isles in Quebec. I'm gonna be done after this one though. I'm gonna get some food. Eat some food. Drink a protein shake and eat a meal. Gonna get so huge. Yeah, pain on the G3000, exactly, yeah. Yeah, VisionJet has EFB, no Navigraph, yeah. It's really cool you can pull up the charts, but yeah, I'm sure it's way easier in real life when you're dealing with physical buttons and you're pulling them up. Even then, maybe it's kind of a pain. Anyway, I think that's why like GA pilots and will have an iPad with them. And, you know, airliner pilots will have their EFBs as well. Alright, I'm just, yeah, Beyond ATC just said, landing 3-1. Expect radar vectors. I'm going way too slow, whoops. No wonder this is taking forever. I'm going 150 knots. Alright, there we go. A little better. Alright, back over the water we go. What's the Octavi IFR1? Octavi IFR1. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, this thing looks really cool. Here it is. Single device for IFR sim flying. Yeah, I pretty much have this on my throttle. Like this is also why the Bravo is so nice. The Bravo is so bulky, but one of the things it did really well was the autopilot section. But this is awesome for if you don't have these kind of buttons. But yeah, I have all the switches and dials and stuff on my, like half of the ones I have set on my little Virpil panel are for things like this. Autopilot I have on my stick. So I guess these will let you interact, like set the radios too. That's kind of nice. Yeah. Did you oh, no drivers required. Controls all main instruments. GNS 430, 530. Oh, they're backlit as well. Nice. That's cool. How do you hit the blue buttons? Is that like a long press? It's neat. Bravo looks nice. Yeah, I mean, I had the Bravo. I still have the Bravo sitting here in a box. But maybe someday Turk will take it from me. Oh yeah, Turk. I keep telling Turk to just come take the Bravo because I think I'm too lazy to like list it and stuff, and I'd rather hook a friend up. But yeah, the Bravo is just really bulky. I used to attach it and detach it from my desk every day before and after work, and I mean, it's a stupid thing to like be annoyed by, but you know, after doing that for like however many years, it's like I just kind of want something more of a permanent setup. That's really cool looking though. Between that and like the wind wing stuff for the Airbus and the Boeing, oh wait, do they have the air? Okay, they have the FCU. They have the FCU-1. Wind Wing does, which is, it's crazy. This is $100. It's so affordable. But they don't have. I thought they, or did they just show it off at the? I thought they had one for Boeing. Maybe I'm just making it up. I thought they showed a Boeing one or something. Glide slope at 13 miles out. Oh. Whoops. What the? What? What just happened? The heck? How did I get to that? I didn't click over here. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, you got the glide slope 13 miles. Oh yeah, we're supposed to get it. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's pretty insane. I mean, it is GNSS, I guess, so. Or wait, are you on the ILS? Oh, you're on the ILS, aren't you, Rock? You said glide slope, not glide path. Yeah, DME 9.8 out. Microsoft Flight Sim always lets you grab it like really far out, which always makes it awkward because whenever you're trying to get like, you're never grabbing it when you're like, I feel like I'm getting it just as I turn on final, like really far away most of the time, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to do the VNAV descent down to the altitude I'm supposed to intercept it at. But then like your VNAV, if you're using VNAV to get down to the FAF altitude, then it's like perfectly coincides with the glide path or glide slope. So you're just watching your center diamond the entire time, and you're like, all right, I'll just turn on approach mode, I guess. But yeah, it would be cool if they had some sort of variance with like the ILS signals. And isn't there like a phenomenon where like if you try to capture the glide slope too high up, you'll get like the second repeating frequency twice as high as it should be in altitude or something? So there's some safety thing where you're like not supposed to get the glide slope way higher than the intercept point, or than at the FAF where you're supposed to intercept it. Yeah, the false glide slope in an aircraft approaches from a higher. If an aircraft approaches from a higher altitude than usual, it may intercept a false glide slope, which is a non-prescribed 6 or 9 degree glide slope. The ILS may send a reverse signal to the aircraft when it crosses a false glide slope.
Code 323. Montreal Center, Colt 323. Good day, 8,300 feet.
Colt 323, Montreal Center, radar contact.
Yeah, false glide slope is, yeah, your equipment locking onto the wrong phase of the signals being emitted for the glide slope if you capture it too high. But it'd be cool if they simulated stuff like that. 25 knot crosswind? You gotta be kidding. Again? There's no way. Why is it every time we're about to land, the winds just become 25 knot crosswinds? What's going on? 340 gusting 7 knots. But when was this updated? 340 gusting 7. Oh my god. 340 at 6 gusting 17. Come on. How do I refresh this one? Oh, this is just the METAR from the OFP, so we have to go here and hit refresh to get the real one, I guess. -1 for off centerline takeoff. Yeah, my takeoff was not good either. And I pitched up super fast, and I had a long takeoff because I was just like staring at the center line, and I was like just fixated on trying to fix the center line. And then my stick, I pulled up way too fast because my sensitivity is way too high. Maybe I should fix that real quick. I swear, I usually have my sensitivity so low. Maybe it's super unrealistic, I don't know, but like on this one, I usually have this at like -60, -70% on both of the axes. So I can do little adjustments like this and not be like, I don't know. And every plane has its own different curve that it uses, so trying to be realistic. Like, I actually think the Meridian manual says to keep your settings linear. Oh, let's see. Yeah, controller calibration. It says, for most devices, little further calibration should be necessary other than personal preference. Rudder pedals recommend a reactivity of 50% with -30% curves. For the yokes that offer 180 degrees in the roll axis may benefit from straight curves likewise. Okay, it says, never mind, I'm wrong. It says personal preference for the yoke. But rudder, it says reactivity 50% with -30% curves. What do I have on mine? I have pretty much -30% curves. Yeah, those are my rudders. 50% reactivity instead of 100%. I'll try that and see what happens. Okay, Brian, have a good one. Okay, I'll check my DMs. Oh yeah, the Spotify playlist. Yeah, I actually didn't listen to it because I'm weird about my accounts and stuff, and I don't have an account, like a non-personal account, and I probably would have wanted to follow it, but then I would dox myself, so I decided not to. I just need to make a new I just need to make like a free Spotify account or something. I know it's silly. Missed the approach, too windy. Yeah, the winds, of course, like 2 minutes before we get there, suddenly they're gusting 17 knots. I mean, this is real world, so thanks a lot, real world. We really appreciate it. Not trying to dox you. I was just trying, I went to click on it. I was like, wait a minute, this is going to use my real account. I don't have a not. I can probably listen to it without, as long as I don't save it, it probably won't. I just need to change my username. I'll probably just end up making, just copying it. 055.
055, Colt 323.
055. Want to like extend that track vector. 60 seconds. 2 minutes. 5 minutes. There we go. Now we can see their vector more clearly. Wow, that is straight at internet technology, mom. That is like almost perfectly at the IAF. Why don't I just go to the IAF then? I don't understand that about ATC in general. Like, why vector me to a waypoint instead of just telling me to go direct to the waypoint? Like, isn't this easier just to say clear direct internet technology mother? And I'll be like, I know what that waypoint is. Ah, yes. I briefed it. Paused? No. I am not paused. We have a nice 17 knot headwind though. Okay, we do need a descent here soon though. We need to get down to, oops, this is the wrong chart. 25? 2500 recommended. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think they, oh yeah. In this plane, I'm pretty sure in the past, this altitude knob was not here. I think the only way was using this one up here, and I'm so used to doing it. I always grab for this, and then I'm like, oh man, 100 feet at a time? They must have updated it to include this one so you can use the 1,000-foot knob down here. Alright, let's look at a checklist. Why not? I got some time. Descent, defrost, negative, negative, no ice protection, desired torque, yes. Altimeter is set. Elevation is automatic, set to 170. And over here, airport elevation 180. Good enough. Climate control as required. Everybody nice and warm back there? 72 degrees. Aw. You want some more snacks? There you go. Aw, they're happy now. Only 2 of them are wearing their seatbelts. Alright, buckle up. Alright, good. Alright, before landing, yes. Know all this. Fuel pumps and ignition to manual. Landing light switch. I just kept it on because can't see it anyway. 168 knots. 85 knots on final. 3 green. Autopilot and yaw damper. Yaw damper off prior to landing. Idle, moderate braking. Reverse beta as required. Alright, still at 8,200, almost at our top of descent. Alright, I'm just gonna hit VNav. We're never gonna have a... Have we had all crosswind landings? I already forget like how bad they were. I just feel like every landing, it's just so often we have insane crosswinds. So like we should switch to like, I mean there are like 4 runways here, right? It still says runway 31 over here. Okay, yeah, 340 at 6, gusting 17. That okay, yeah. So it is still the right runway. It just yeah, the gust could turn into a nasty crosswind, I guess.
Airspeed, 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 airspeed.
Colt 323, turn left, heading 020.
Turn left, heading 020, Colt 323.
Colt 323, turn right, heading 060, descend to 5,500 feet, altimeter tree 004.
Turn right, heading 060, descend to 5,500 feet, altimeter 3004, Colt 323.
All right, 5,500, 060, 3004. We're going 179, so a little under, we're like 1,000 or 900 or 1,000 feet per minute. 15 knot crosswind when you landed. Excellent. All right, too slow now. Landing lights. Just need fuel pumps and ignition and manual. Gear and flaps. All right, 1,000 to go. Two degrees Celsius. It's kind of fun with the extended track vector. We can see like exactly what heading they put us on compared to the waypoints. VATS. No, I'm using Beyond ATC. It's AI. Someday the traffic injection. When they do traffic injection, like I'm gonna be in the airliners for like a week straight, I think. Not that that's anything that hasn't been happening recently, but... And then someday they'll do VFR as well. It'd be so cool, like you do like traffic pattern work and there's like a couple other guys in the pattern or something. Like, that'd be so cool. Or just, you know, people departing while you're in the pattern and it has to sequence you in, like extend your downwind for, you know, arriving traffic, and it could be so cool. All right, left turn soon. What's up, Skybound? All right, runway 31. Looks like we're gonna have to back taxi after the landing. We're gonna have to, like, I guess cross 09 at the threshold alpha to get over to the gates in the tower, or over, not the gates, over to the over to parking.
Descend to 4,700 feet.
Turn right, heading 100, descend to 4,700 feet, Colt 323.
All right, 100. Wait, 010. No, 100. Wait, left turn 100? What? That's a right turn. Huh? Turn right one. Oh, right 100. Okay. How about you just turn us left? Where are we going? Wait, I'm not doing that. All right, we're following the approach. Oh, vectors. It's turning us away from the airport.
Colt 323, turn left, heading 050, descend to 3,400 feet.
Okay, there we go.
Turn left heading 050, descend to 3,400 feet, Colt 323.
05 3400. Okay, now they have us still going this direction. Just gonna activate vectors to final here. Clean that up. Oh, I see the glide slope. Alright, I'm just gonna turn myself left.
Colt 323, 4 miles from Cacna, turn left, heading 360, maintain 2,500 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared RNAV runway tree 1.
Nice. Okay.
Turn left heading 360, 2,500 feet until established, cleared RNAV runway 31, Colt 323.
Alright, approach mode. Alright, this is the hard part, is slowing down in this plane. 300 on the torque minimum. To avoid the gear warning. Alright, GPS. Glide past 2 dots above. Went around, got blown off the runway after touchdown. Oh my god. Look at the winds right now. I have 23 knot crosswind, 20 knot headwind. The winds were at 7 knots, and now suddenly they're gusting like almost 20. It says gusting 17 on the METAR. It's wild. Alright, we're about to level off at 2,500. Alright, still 11 miles out. This is gonna be fun. The 24 knot crosswind right here, but we're at 2,500 feet. Minimums are, what was it, 450? 8.78. Altimeter was wrong on takeoff. Off center on landing again. Hey, 8.78 is good. I had a 7 the other day. I lost my type rating because I got a 7 or something. You got a 10 standard? What? What are you flying?
323, no tower services available at Septiles Airport. Frequency change approved.
That's incredible, dude.
Approved. Colt 323.
Do you have live traffic? Do you have live weather on? You get a 10. That's insane. Oh, the Chancellor? Nice. It's impossible. Well done. That is crazy. Well, if I didn't take off with... I exceeded my maximum live weather with Rex weather. Oh, I didn't know Rex did live weather. I haven't used Rex weather. I just used the InSim one. The Microsoft Flight Sim winds are so... I've heard that people turn some of the turbulence down. I think it was it A330 driver I was watching? Maybe it was him that mentioned it with like the Airbus. He's like, in Microsoft Flight Sim, I turn the turbulence to medium instead of realistic because it's like absolutely insane. All right, flaps 1. There's the glide path. We're still 7 miles out. Oh, what's up, Omar? Yeah, the add-on ATC is beyond ATC. It's like $30 US. And then you can pay for better voices if you want. Like, but the built-in voices are great. The free ones are awesome still. It's just for IFR flying so far. All right, I'm gonna get the gear down because we need drag. Bad turbulence this flight scared you? Holy crap. You've really liked it. Raining on the approach? Huh. It's on this approach it was raining for you? What's the METAR? There's no rain in the METAR, right? No, it's just 15 miles of visibility, high winds, clouds at 4,500. You got a 9, nice. In the Caravan? Alright, come on, 135 knots is what I need. Oh yeah, I can, once the gear's down, I can just pull it to idle. Duh. Alright, let's get the fuel pumps on manual, ignition on manual. Landing lights are on, pitot heat, strobe light. Put the taxi lights to pulse, why not? Alright, flaps 2. .6 miles to go. How'd you get the tablet? This is with the plane. All the tablets in the a lot of payware planes, like the really good ones, will have their own tablets. What is the plane doing right now? All right, we're turning that off. What is going on? Why is it pitching me straight up? Okay. That was really weird. Alright, let's try to get back on the course now that it's done trying to stall the plane. Oh my god, these gusts are insane. The wind is like throwing me up in the air so much. This is nuts. Alright, let me get the yaw damper off. It's probably not helping. Yikes. That is stressful. The gusts are just insane. He's hacking. That was a lot of work. Holy crap. I was on like everything. I'm like, power wasn't just sitting in one spot. Rudder, like just full movement the whole time. It really settles down a lot once you get down close to the runway, but man, that was crazy. That was not easy. .37 FPM is a lie. We'll see what New Sky says. Alright, flaps up. I have to go cross another runway, right? What is this taxi? I need a 30-knot taxi. This is forever. All right, Classic, have a good one. Is anyone coming in on final? Am I the last one in? It looks like I'm the last one in. I was cruising like way too slowly. Oh, 48 knots. I better slow down. Really, I better just close the flight plan before I mess up while I'm on the ground here. 9.95. What did I do? Greased touchdown. Distance from threshold was good. Wait, I don't get it. I don't understand. What did it ding me for? It says my average centerline deviation was good. Oh, it was too soft? It says, but it doesn't say the acceptable range. What the heck? Why did I lose minus 0.5? It makes no sense. It's not the distance from threshold acceptable. Centerline is good, and it's a greased touchdown. What the heck, dude? Give me my 10. It detected the hacks. There's no way it's too soft a landing. Like, then it would say, you know, it would say the range. Is that what it's saying? Is a greased landing is bad? No, wait. Well, why doesn't it say too soft then? It's in the wiki? Oh, no. Really? Even for this type of plane, though? Like, this isn't an airliner. Why do I have a soft... Why is there a soft requirement for such a tiny plane? Doing another... No, I'm going to be done. It's 10 p.m. here. I gotta be somewhat responsible. Grease landings are bad in airline. Yeah, no, I get it in airliners, but I don't understand it for this plane. Like, how is anyone gonna complain about a grease landing in this little plane? It's kind of weird. All right, let me get it shut down. We're supposed to wait for the feather message or something like that. Drone camera OP. Yes. This is us ready to set off for the next leg. It's a little too wide angle maybe. Oh, lost one. Crap. Oh. All right, I got it. We're good. We're good. Feather. All right. Feather message. Battery off. Dude, once we start playing... Oh my God. Are they going to show... In Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, when we get out of our planes in first-person mode with multiplayer on, are we going to each have our own avatar and be walking around and see each other? Will we be able to get out of our planes and walk around together? And, like, go walk, like, do a hike or something? Like, can I get out and then you get out of your plane and I walk up and we're both standing here together? We can all get out. We're just running around. We rush the tower. because the ATC controller was rude. I don't know what to expect. They didn't, I don't think they said that, but why wouldn't they add that? That would be so awesome. If they don't, somebody else will do it. Yeah, avatar mods. Yeah, $30 each. Exactly. That would be so awesome. I think it's going to be interesting. Like, if it's so good at the ground level, like, they're going to turn this game into, like, a hiking simulator. People are going to sit there and, like, put out the Parallel 42 camping mod and set up their campsite near a lake and watch the sunset with ray tracing turned on in 4K on their Xbox, you know? Having a glass of wine on the couch, you know, whatever. Or a beer or two. I don't know. I think it's going to be... it's exciting. Pretty stoked. If we can do that, I'll meet you at the curb for a smoke. Yeah, you could have an avatar that's smoking. I don't know. That would be so cool. Man, I can't believe I didn't get a 10. Too soft of a landing. I didn't even mean for it to be that soft. That was clearly a mistake. Chase has been here on the ground for like 4 hours in the Learjet. All right, guys. GG. More flights tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's Thursday. So hopefully, I feel like if there's a good GA plane that comes out tomorrow, maybe we'll do World Tour stuff again. Anyway, we'll see. Tomorrow's Marketplace Day. Hopefully there's some cool new stuff to check out or stuff to laugh at. We'll do that as usual. So I'll see you guys after work tomorrow. Good games. Thanks for the subs today. Bach, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to Couch Captains. Appreciate you joining and hanging out with us. As always, I'll put the Discord link in the chat for anybody that wants to hang out between the streams or join the VA. It's open to everybody. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, dance tune to take us out.